Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Jamie and today we're going to do a full walk around video on this 2018 GLX Pajero, finished in the beautiful Terra Rossa colour as well. We'll start off at the front of the car and we'll run you through the whole outside of the vehicle and show you all the features on the car as well. So as you can see, you do get these really nice daytime running lights on the front of the vehicle, so anytime the car is actually on, you will have those lights light up. You also, right next to them, you get your fog lights fitted as standard. Again, if it is foggy outside, you can always flick those on and get better vision. And then you get these really nice massive headlights that actually have the chrome background around them as well. Just sets off the real front of the vehicle, especially when you have this nice open chrome grille as well with that iconic chrome Mitsubishi badging in the middle. Now the first thing you look at this car and think to yourself is how aggressive it does look, and just that distinctive shape that the Pajeros have kept over the years. We'll come around and we'll look at the alloy wheels on this vehicle. As you can imagine, Mitsubishi's fitted it with a nice stylish alloy wheel as well, so it's more in that brushed aluminium sort of look. It is a fantastic design. You do have that sort of two-spoke design that goes all around the wheel, and as you can imagine, they've set it with some nice grippy Dunlop tyres as well. You do get these wider arches that obviously you will be able to fit bigger wheels. This being a four-wheel drive, everyone tends to accessorize the life out of these things, but the good thing is Mitsubishi's done a really good job of integrating it in the body where it doesn't look out of the norm. You also get chrome door mirrors and the door handle, so that obviously just really sets off the side of the vehicle and really contrasts as well, especially with this Terra Rossa color as well. You get the indicator also integrated into that side mirror, and again that just cleans up the side of the body, so there's not too many things going on. You also get the side step fitted as standard as well, so as you can imagine this is a sort of bigger car, so for shorter people out there getting in and out of the car, it's definitely going to make life a lot easier, and also older people as well. Definitely make life a lot easier getting in and out. Now I'm just going to get you guys to take a look inside the car real quick. So a couple of things you'll show you. So as you can see, you have all your seat controls, so your height and also your bolster settings as well. And as you can see, they give you these real nice comfy supporting seats too that are actually really good for long drives. Now on the door itself, you will see you do get these nice leather inserts on the actual armrest, so keeping your arm there all day isn't going to drive you nuts, and it does feel nice and comfy. And as you can see, just a nice design for the driver's cockpit in the front of the car. Now another thing I'd like to mention, you don't actually get tint in the back of the car, so as you can see the front window is not tinted at all, but this is not actually tint, it is just a darker glass, so it's not actually going to offer you any UV protection. So I would highly recommend that you do talk to us about tint, and obviously a lot of other accessories on this car which I'll run through in the end of the video. Come back and we'll just look in the back of the car now and especially take a look at the space. Now another thing that Mitsubishi's done right, especially in the 18 Pajero, is give you rear climate control adjustment for the passengers in the back of the car. So obviously, being a bigger car that this is, it'd be really nice, and Mitsubishi thought about it to control the climate control in the back of the car. But all you can see as well is the amount of space. So these seats are pushed fairly far back, and still you've got a good amount of leg room, which is always good. We'll keep working our way down. Now the fuel door is on the driver's side, so just something to note that it is always going to be on the driver's side. We'll come around to the back of the car, and this is probably the most iconic part of the car, where you get the spare wheel on the back of the car, and you also get that iconic Pajero badging too, finished in the chrome, which just again sets off the rear of the vehicle. Now we'll take a look inside the back of the car. We'll also note you get a nice roof spoiler, again just makes the car look more stylish. You get the rear tail light as well, which is the brake light, sorry, and you also get the rear windscreen wiper. Now taking a look inside the boot itself. Now remember, this car is a 7-seater, but once the actual seats are folded completely flat, you don't actually lose any boot space at all, which is just fantastic. Inside, that's where you have your 7 seats, and they just pop out and clip right in, and really easy to use. As you can see, you also get a 12-volt socket in the back of the car as well, so if you did want to chuck a mini fridge or something like that in the back of the car, you can. And you also get 2 cup holders here as well, which is always good. Now I'm just going to close up and we'll keep working our way down the passenger side of the vehicle. First thing you notice as well, especially on this car, is definitely the colour. Now you also get the roof rails at the top as well, so if you did ever want to fit the roof racks, because most people that buy these cars either use it for towing or camping, so you can always get those fitted as well, even things like a roof tray. That's another thing you get fitted. But if you just take a look at the car from this angle, guys, especially finished in that beautiful Terra Rossa colour, the exterior of the car is just fantastic. So we're just going to take a look under the bonnet now, and the first thing I'd like to say, especially for a car of this size, is actually how light the actual bonnet itself is. So just to show you, every time with the Mitsubishi, it's right from where the diamond is, straight up, that's actually where the bonnet release is. So you just slide it to the left-hand side, and have a look at this, how light that actually is. So especially, again, for people that are going to be camping and older people that obviously don't want to be lifting the bonnet all the time, is very, very easy to actually open that bonnet, which is a great thing and really good thing that Mitsubishi's done. Another thing I'd like to note is actually the contrast paint with the black inside the car. Really contrasts as well with the Terra Rossa paint on the outside, and it just sets off the real inside of the engine bay. Now I'm going to run you through some of the stats on the engine itself. So you do get the iconic 3.2 litre 4-cylinder diesel engine. It's a turbo diesel engine, of course. Does produce a really good amount of power, 141 kilowatts and also 441 newton meters of torque. You do get a 5-speed sports automatic gearbox. Good sized fuel tank, which is obviously good for traveling, 88 litres. And the attractive thing is too, for a car of this size and the weight as well, 9.1 litres to the 100k. So out of that full tank, that's 1100 you can get out of that full tank. And of course, being a Pajero, it tows 3,000 kilograms braked. Alright guys, now taking a look inside the Pajero, starting off with the driver's side door. Again, note the nice finish that Mitsubishi's gone through to actually set off the side of the door. Just gives the interior a really nice feel. Now you do get all power windows for all 4 windows. Now the driver's window is automatic and that's up and down, which is always convenient. You also get your central locking just right above, and then your button to lock the windows as well. So really good feature, so if the kids do get a bit annoying in the car mucking around with the windows, you can lock them out. Good thing is too, they're right on an arm's or hand's length away, so you don't really have to take your hands off the steering wheel, so you can keep concentrating on the road. Behind the steering wheel itself, you have all your power mirror controls. Also a really good feature that Mitsubishi's added in to actually fold in the side mirrors. So if you are parking on the side of the road or a tight space, you're not going to get your mirrors taken off. And then you have all your fog light controls just right next to there as well. On your right hand stalk, you do get your indicators and your headlights. And then on the left hand stalk, you get your front and rear windscreen wipers. The steering wheel itself, really nice leather wrap steering wheel, which a really nice design on it as well. Everything again at just a fingertip length away. On the right hand side, you have all your cruise control settings. Left hand side, all your media control settings, and then importantly, your Bluetooth just down below. We'll move across into the main entertainment system now, where just before we get into the screen itself, we'll just look up real quick. So as you can see, Mitsubishi and especially the Pajeros had this throughout all the line of the Pajeros. As you can see, good things it does display. Fuel economy to average, of course, that's not really 9.9 or 99.9 at the moment. It's the car's only driven 17 kilometers, so it's not going to show the accurate figures. But just to scroll through and show you exactly what it has. So your range, you also have your average speed, your outside temperature, the elevation, the barometer. We'll show you the month and obviously the day and the year as well. And then you can turn off completely, including the time you can turn off as well, to just have it blank. So if it doesn't annoy you for any reason, you can turn it completely off. Just down below is your main entertainment screen now. Now this is probably the biggest upgrade in any of the Pajeros and probably the best upgrade they've had as well. So this actually does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So most cars are going this way these days, but a really nice screen. It fits really flush in the actual center console itself, especially with that black piano black outlining around it as well. Now just to show you some of the things it does have, you do get AM FM radio, digital radio as well. You can connect to your phone by Bluetooth or the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and then you have the USB as well. Now when your phone's actually connected in there, some of your apps like Spotify, Apple Music, your maps, they'll actually come up on the screen itself. It even goes to the point of reading your text message out too, which is always good. Just down below, you have all your climate control settings, so just as easy as turning exactly where you want the air to come out from. Put that back to 18 to keep it nice and cool. And then you have your demisters as well, different modes to change where the actual air comes out from, and then obviously the fan speed as well. So temperature, different modes, and then your fan speed. Down below, an important one is your rear diff lock. So obviously if you're going to go forward driving, you're going to have to put that on. Now just behind the gear lever, which I'll quickly pull forward to show you, you do get a 12-volt socket here as well. Just to show you the really nice reverse camera, as you can see, really easy to use and a really nice display, so makes parking a big car like this much easier. Just next to that you get your forward drive selector, so just as easy as pushing it down every time you want to change into the necessary gear. Then you have 2 cup holders. Again, just look at the nice design with the polished, looks like polished alloy on the actual center console itself, and then you get the nice piano black finish as well. Do get this nice big leather wrapped the handbrake, which is in really good condition of course, and they've done a really good job of actually making it fit the hand nicely. You get a really nice padded armrest, And then in the actual armrest itself, there are two separate compartments. So you do have the bigger compartment where you probably, or sorry, the smaller compartment where you probably put your wallet or your phone or something like that. And then you do have the other one, once you lift it up, sorry, let's do that again. I'm getting this all wrong, let's do this properly. Sorry, there we are. As you can see, this is the first time for everything. You get the bigger compartment itself actually in the center console with another 12-volt socket. One thing I didn't mention is you can actually fold the armrest forward. So if you're someone that likes to lean a bit forward when you're driving around, you can lean it forward. Now, just going to get the camera person to show you around the interior, and then once she's done doing that, we'll pan back to the front of the windscreen real quick because I'll show you another feature. So as you can see, lots of space in the back of the vehicle. You do also get air vents in the actual roof itself, which is a good feature to have, and also the lights. But another thing which I'd like to mention is what they actually do with the visors. So you can actually fold them across, and with a lot of visors is obviously right here the sun's still going to be hitting me. So you actually have this extended little panel here that actually is going to block out the sun, which is a great feature to have. What we'll do now, guys, is we'll jump outside the car and I'll talk to you about some accessories that I'd highly recommend for you guys to take advantage of. Guys, hopefully that's given you a really good representation of how many features are actually on this car. Now, some other things, as I was mentioning before, that I would highly suggest you do take advantage of is speaking to us about some things like bonnet protector, weather shields, tow bar is a big one, with the electric brakes to tow the full 3 ton. Maybe headlight protectors as well, and obviously things like driving lights and just added accessories as well to just really set this car off and make it for what is a true 4-wheel drive. We'll also show that I've had the car on now running, so you can actually see the daytime running lights of how actually good they look, and again just sets off that front of the vehicle. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about is, as I mentioned before, window tint. Would highly recommend that you do take advantage of that as well, and our premium mechanical protection plan. So if you think you're going to own this car for a long time, and that's more than 5 years, I would highly suggest you do talk to us about it, because it's also going to give you 10 years of premium roadside assistance. So what it gives you 5 years that starts after the manufacturer's warranty of mechanical and electric protection, up to $3,600 per claim, unlimited claims with no excess on the claims itself, and as I mentioned, 10 years of premium roadside assist, and that's Australia-wide as well. So it's going to give you 250 kilometers of free towing. So as you can imagine, with this car you probably would be towing, but it's going to tow you and whatever you're towing up to 3.5 ton as well. Last thing before I go, with a 4.8 star rating on Google with 950 reviews, and that's 4.8 out of 5, you can not only be assured you're buying a fantastic car, definitely at the right price as well, but you're dealing with the right dealership and the right quality of people as well. Again, number to call, 99070555. Would love to sell you Pajero here at Berwick Mitsubishi.